Alright guys, so we've turned jackfruit into chicken, we've turned tofu into chicken, we've even turned grapefruit peels into chicken. So I figured we'd go back to basics today and turn soy curls into chicken. Alright guys, today we are going to make the impossible possible. We are going to make the perfect replica of KFC's popcorn chicken using soy curls. Hey guys, I'm Candace the Edgy Veg and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, bonjour. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button. I make new videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. If you love these videos where I'm taking something and turning it into something else, give this video a big thumbs up. We are going to take soy curls today and we are going to turn them into a perfect replica, hopefully, of popcorn chicken. I haven't used soy curls in a while and I have this bag that's just been sitting in my pantry and I want to use it. And I forgot how much I love soy curls and I feel like it's a really underrated ingredient that a lot of people don't know how to use or don't even know about. Before we get into how we are going to make this miracle happen, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Skillshare. Thank you, Skillshare, for another month of having electricity in my home and expensive organic dog food for my dogs. Are you happy? Thank you all. Skillshare is an online learning community for creators, people that want to learn new things. They have thousands of courses that you can take, anything from amateur photography to professional photography to how to care for your plants. So the course that I most recently did is called Happy Houseplants. It's caring for your plants at home with botanist Christopher Sack. So he will teach you how to choose a plant, how to keep it alive, how to transplant your plant, when to repot it, anything that you need to know. I mean, I know that everyone loves the idea of having plants in your home, but so few of us can actually keep them alive. And these courses actually really help with that. It gets down to the nitty-gritty with easy to retain information. So it's not just someone like throwing off a bunch of like sciencey terms at you. It's actually easy to digest. And because it's a video, you can actually see it in action. So if you're a visual learner, like me, that makes it a lot easier. Thank you so much again to Skillshare for sponsoring and collaborating with me on this video. Thank you for your continued support month after month. Skillshare is giving away a 2-month unlimited access trial to my subscribers who click the link in the description box down below. And after that, it's only $10 a month. And with that being said, let's make some popcorn chicken. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is get a large bowl. It's like a, well, it's not that large. It's like a medium-sized bowl. And I am going to add 3 cups of hot water. So this is boiling water. And I'm going to mix that with a 1.5 tablespoons of better than bouillon. So this is actually double strength than what they recommend you use on the package. And that's just because we really want that chickeny flavor to go right into the soy curls. So we're just going to mix that until it's completely dissolved. I find too, you can add a little bit of that hot water to get any excess because you want all of that deliciousness. Oh my god, it smells like chicken noodle soup in here. Okay, so I'm giving that a little whisk to help that dissolve. And then I'm just going to add in the soy curls. So I'm adding this amount of liquid for this amount of soy curls because they do double in size. So if you have too little liquid, it just won't double properly. I mean, I like to leave it for a while. Even overnight you can do that because you're squeezing out all the excess anyway. The longer it sits in the marinade, the better the chickeny flavor. We'll set that aside and we are going to mix up all of the flour ingredients. Let's mix our flour, our drudging together. So I'm going to use 3/4 cups of flour with a 1/4 cup of cornstarch. And the reason why I'm using cornstarch and not just a cup of flour is because the cornstarch will make it nice and crispy. To help that crispiness, we are going to use both baking powder and baking soda. Then for our spices, so we have some dried thyme, dried basil, dried oregano. Oh, that was the thyme. The first one was the oregano. I know what I'm talking about. We have celery salt, black pepper, dry mustard powder, paprika, garlic powder, ground ginger, white pepper. If you don't have all these ingredients, all these spices, that's totally okay. I've done this, like I've breaded chicken type stuff with just salt, pepper, and paprika, and it's also flawless. This is just what KFC does. We're trying to replicate that, so that's why there's 11 different spices. The last one being, and this is completely optional, now I want this to be as authentic as possible, so I'm adding MSG. If you are allergic to MSG, you don't like MSG, just substitute the same amount with salt. All right, now I'm just going to whisk it all together. So we've let this guy sit for about 30 minutes. What I like to do when I drain these is drain them into a colander with a bowl underneath so I can save this liquid, because it's really good in soups or stews, anything like pasta even, to make a pasta sauce. Move it around. And then I like to set it into the same bowl that it was in before. And with my hands now, you can also use the back of the spoon, but I like to just use my hands. I just like to really squeeze all the excess out. Squeeze that out. See how they've almost doubled in size. I like to cut these guys into little pieces. So popcorn chicken is probably roughly this size. So keeping them all kind of uniform in size will help when cooking them. As long as they're the same thickness, it's fine. The same length isn't that important, but definitely the same thickness. Do that with all of your chicken pieces. We are going to make our egg binding mixture right in here. The first thing I'm going to add is a tablespoon of soy sauce. Let me give that a little toss. And then some pepper. Then I have some aquafaba here. Just gonna toss that in there. It's going to act like our egg. Now most recipes call for 1 egg. With aquafaba, it is 3 tablespoons of aquafaba for every egg, but I find sometimes you have to use a little bit more when it comes to, you know, dredging and battering recipes. Anything with like a batter or dredge, so I might have to add a little bit more to this. So you'll probably need more, like 6 tablespoons, which is 2 eggs worth. And then again, starchy flours are what are going to make this nice and crispy. 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. So we're gonna give that a mix and let that sit for about 5 minutes. So I like to do a couple at a time. I'm just tossing it in there, really working the flour into the soy curl. I like to kind of like press the flour into it and put it onto a cooling rack. That looks nothing like popcorn. Now you want to make sure that you're getting any of the excess flour off, because you don't want it to scatter. Pressing the flour in there, shaking off any excess, and adding them to the cooling rack. Now we are just going to add in our popcorn chicken. I like to do about half and half. Put them in there, shake some oil over top. These will not take more than like 3 to 4 minutes. You just want to cook them until they're golden brown. They're so crispy. I'm so excited. They look like popcorn chicken, right?
They really do. Like the crust is pretty, it's pretty bang on.
All right, so we have our popcorn chicken with our habanero ranch dressing.
I'm so excited.
Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna have it without the dressing first.
The breading is like spot on, I think.
It tastes exactly like what I remember. I mean, it's been 10 years, if not longer, but there's something about the breading with the soy curls that's just better than anything else that we've tried.
Mm-hmm. And the aquafaba too, I think helps. And that seasoning mix is like worth it for sure.
Yeah. It's definitely worth it to do all 11 seasonings and MSG. Oh my god, this is so good. If I was feeling munchy and I really was craving this, like I could have this done in like less than half an hour. Mm-hmm. No, like half an hour, because you need to marinate the soy curls, but...
Anything you would change? Or is it like perfect?
No, I think it's perfect. Mm-hmm. The soy curls are nice and moist. Mm-hmm. So it's a nice balance between that and then the super crunchy outside, which I think is because of the cornstarch.
And the spicy ranch too is a good pairing.
What other sauces do you dip popcorn chicken into? Like
sweet and sour?
Plum sauce? Ketchup? I don't know.
Barbecue?
I don't know what it comes with. Ready?
Wow, that was actually really impressive.
Really good. You can't do that?
No.
I always end up hitting myself in the eye and then getting pink eye.
Great catch.
If you like this recipe, give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to get new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. And we're gonna go eat this.